Meditation has got two wings, like a bird has got two wings. You know, we have to fly with two wings. You can't fly with one wing. These two wings are, remember this point, the two wings are mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness in whatever you do, when you're doing. There are two things, doing and being. When you are doing mindfulness, when you are being meditation. See, you are just being. Whatever you do, you should do with full focus, full attention. Walk while you are walking, eat while you are eating, sing while you are singing, dance while you are dancing. Talk while you are talking, listen while you are listening. Let not the mind wander other than the work on hand. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you get into meditation.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Welcome to the day 2 of the 40 days program. So thank you for joining today. So yesterday we learned about this breath mindfulness meditation. So today we'll learn about the heart elevation process and how it helps us in going into deeper states of meditation. So now I hand over to our teacher, Chandra Pulman sir. So welcome, sir. Thank you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon and wonderful evening. There is energy and there is matter. Matter, as far as we are concerned, individual life is our body and our environment. Energy is everything that exists out there. Then there is a concept of body, mind, and energy mind. For the most part of our life, we are more body-minded. That means what we see, what we touch, what we feel is real. And so all life is just this much. The understanding that there is scarcity in the world, that I am separate, you are separate, that I need to take care of myself because there's scarcity, which leads towards conflict. That's the body-minded understanding that everything is very, very limited out here. And then that leads towards me and my and mine and everything around it. But most importantly, while it leads towards that, but most importantly, it is thinking that all that is available is what I see, touch, and feel. That's all it is. But according to science, according to quantum physics, everything out there is energy. 99.99% matter so little, tiny. The reality, the materiality that we're experiencing is so tiny. There is infinity to experience because that's 99.99% is in the energy. Energy to matter through observation, through thought. Body-minded is thinking that it's all limited, whereas the energy-minded, when somebody recognizes this aspect and says that I can explore this energy, the field of energy. I can tune into the frequencies of this field of energy. And so then I can create a much extended, infinitely large reality. Let me put this in perspective. A body-minded person, when we are of the understanding, is a very linear insight. That means if I have to climb up my ladder in the corporate world, then it's linear. One position, next position, next position, next position. We think linearly. An energy-minded, where anything is possible, that is unbounded, it's infinite, we stop thinking linear. We only think what we like to experience. And our thought, our imagination is there to help us to think about what we want to experience. And then the experience is drawn in, no matter what your levels or years of experience is. It's called a possibility coming in. In energy-minded, there is no linearity. That is, the energy is there everywhere. It's spreading out. And so then any possibility can be brought into our life, irrespective of the physical nature, physical limitation that we think is there. Body-minded person is thinking, I'm separate. In energy, everything is connected. It's all one single field. It's like a wave. Then waves are just spreading out everywhere. There's no separation in waves. We are fundamentally energy, matter so little. So energy-minded, where there's no separation, everything is connected. In energy, it's bound, it's going everywhere. It is non-linear, whereas in body, in physical matter, is linear. In physical matter means limited. We are thinking there is limited amount of water, limited amount of this, limited amount of that. And so then we are going after the same amount of resources among all of us. But an energy-minded person, and if you understand this concept of thoughts create reality and there's infinity to experience through a thought, then you create what you're looking for. Many spiritual organizations in dry areas, they create where there's said to be no water, but they create water based on your beautiful intentions. When we become energy-minded, then the possibilities are unlimited, and so then we are experiencing life unlimited. We are here in our path, where whatever we are learning here, the meditation path here that we're learning is to experience everything here in this material reality, is also to experience everything in this energy reality. The energy is frequency. There is infinity of information to learn. Infinite knowledge is there. What we learn here is not limited. It's so limited. So we recognize that being an energy-minded means that we have infinity to learn. So we go on learning, and knowledge being precursor to experience, we go on experiencing something newer and newer and newer. When people come to spirituality, they say, I have to forget everything about body because that's all illusion. And so then I'll only be slowly giving up desire and all of it, and said I will go into that thing, that unseen, that significant, the magnificent force out there. I surrender to it. And so then that's where my life is. This can be ignored. This is to be ignored. Not necessary. Those who do not have spirituality say, all I see is all that is real. Only this much this is all I can touch and feel. So this is real. I don't know what happens after I exit this body. Or even now, when I'm here, what I don't see, so it doesn't exist. But that's not true. A water becoming vapor doesn't mean that that thing doesn't exist. It is there, but as vapor, we can't see it. A physical I cannot see doesn't mean that all that reality does not exist. We recognize and we understand it. in this process of meditation that there are infinite potential to tune into, and so infinite experience we can draw in. Our path is about experiencing life beautifully, being body, but at the same time, experiencing life beautifully as energy explore that feels. In spiritual science, this is called Jagat. In Sanskrit, that's called Brahma. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Satyam. So we explore both because we create both. As we go along in this 40-day program, we understand these concepts of what is this energy from a science perspective, quantum field of energy, and why is that and how is that it has unlimited possibilities, and how thoughts bring into reality. We will start noticing it from now as we practice this meditation, especially those of new coming in. Our thought process shifts. And as thought process shifts, we also start seeing a different experience coming in. Same people behave differently. We'll notice it. I briefly talked about yesterday that meditation is a process to train the mind. Is rest the mind, is to train the mind to be more expansive, to be more miraculous and more positive. But meditation is also a process to tune in to this energy, that infinite field of energy, infinite possibility field of energy. It's a process to tune into that. In spiritual parlance, it's called tuning into the intelligence, connecting into the intelligence. But this from a science perspective, there's energy, a quantum field of infinite possibilities. We tune into those possibilities. That means what we think materially is not possible. You know, me having 5 years of experience in a company, not thinking that I can now be a VP that quickly. We see it's not possible. But we can become a VP in no time. I'm earning this much, so I cannot do such a big travel because it's so expensive. And they don't have saving potential. But then those who think miraculously can draw that experience. Who knows how the money comes is not your problem. Money can come from anywhere. Somebody can sponsor, somebody can do this for you. Suddenly things will happen. We've seen it time and again. So yesterday, we're talking about meditation is resting the mind. Meditation is reprogramming or training the mind to be more expansive, more miraculous in thinking. We would like to, and to do that, we understood the process of breath mindfulness meditation. I'll talk about it again, but we would like to add another process. In order to be thinking miraculously, in order to be thinking positively, one has to move away from a negative vibration, negative feeling. For example, if I'm constantly worried about my child's education, I'm constantly worried about my job market, and so what's going to happen to my job? If I'm generally very anxious about, how am I going to deliver in this project or live, and we are very, very worried about things that are not happening right, then it's called vibration is low. When your vibration is low, you can't be thinking miraculously. It's very difficult. You can't be thinking expansively, meaning to be able to work with, say, many people together. We feel the world to be surviving, and so then it's difficult to even think of cooperation. Low vibration means lower emotion. If you want to be miraculous, if you want to be positive, then we have to have fundamentally a high vibration, or to be in a satisfying mode, in a happy mode. We are joyful, we are happy, we are fearless, we are kind, we are compassionate, we are loving in nature, we are grateful to things. These are all called high emotion, high vibration. Think about it. At home, if there are 4 of you, and then if anybody is not happy, then that group together, every time you come together, then you know that that you generally cannot be very happy if one person is not happy in the group. It's called coherence. So if you want to be, and when one person is not happy, as a group, you cannot create. You say, I want to go to a restaurant, one is pulling you down. You can't go out. He says, okay, let's make some good food. Then the other person is saying, I'm not interested. I'm so just frustrated about it. Then you can't do that. You can't create anything. You can't think of doing something positive when somebody is not happy at home and you are still trying to be together. It's called not having coherence among people. When you are in high vibration, when you're in good mood, when you have good emotion, then things work. People come together and then create more. Meditation brings this vibration, and we also introduce a process called heart elevation. A scientific process and understanding, it brings coherence among ourselves in our body and brain, and so it also brings coherence with people around. So we are in this program trying to utilize all the techniques and processes that move us into a greater coherence among us in our body. So body is coherent to really work great. And then we're also bringing coherence with people around, with the energy that is there. That energy minded means, being this quantum field around. We want to bring coherence with all of it. So we'll utilize all processes possible that are scientific in nature. Breath mindfulness meditation we started yesterday, and then the other process, heart elevation, that we are learning today. We'll help together, will become a meditation practice every day, along with gratitude that we did toward the end of meditation yesterday. The heart elevation process is to simply nothing but elevating our emotional state into something higher, love, gratitude, compassion, kindness. Whatever may be that we are coming in to do this meditation, we might have probably had some nasty conversations yesterday of whatever that is, that is not necessarily having a great mood. We want to shift ourselves into the greatest mode and higher emotion. And the simple process is helping us to move into that state. And there is a lot of research for it from Heart Math Institute, which is in California, where the discovered is that if heart goes into a coherent state, and then our brain suddenly becomes coherent, and so the body goes into a highly coherent state. That means it goes into a balanced state called homeostasis. Or the two aspects of our body, which is sort of regulates everything beautifully, called sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, to be working in balance. So that means every part of the body actively acts, works, but then also gets sufficient rest when these two are working uniform. It's called balanced homeostasis. It is not there when there is too much stressful thinking. It's not there when we are in low emotion, low vibration. What they've discovered is that when we move into a good emotion, higher emotion, like love, joy, compassion, kindness, adventure, then they found that the heart becomes very coherent. And so then brain becomes very coherent. They found a connection between heart and brain. Of course, there is connection with every part of the body and brain. But what they found in this case is that normally head brain sends many signals to the different parts of the body, and then the organs respond back. But in the case of heart, what they've discovered is that heart is sending a lot more communication to the head brain than the other way. And there is a little brain that they discovered here, the heart. 40,000 neurons plus are there. Neurons are fundamentally elements that connect and hold memory, store feelings, emotions. They have memory. And so they found heart as a little brain, head as, of course, is the real brain that is there. But many glands here in our body have brains, but the heart has a little brain, 40,000 plus neurons. And heart is doing a lot more communication to the brain, head brain, than the vice versa. So it probably is known to us that as a human body, the fetus, when it develops, heart is the first one gets formed. So there may be some connection here. And we use the heart center, is the feeling center, the center of polarity, the duality. Everything happens here. This center is then causing us to experience life in a good way, not good way, depending on what feelings and emotion we carry. And what they've discovered is that when heart is in a good emotion, when you go into a good emotion, then suddenly heart is sending a lot much information to the brain, and brain is becoming very, very coherent. That means all parts of the brain are working together. That's like a group of people in a meeting work together coherently, then a lot gets achieved. So brain parts also come together, work together. And so the heart needs to go into high emotion, and the brain becomes coherent, body goes into the homeostasis, then there is something called coherence is achieved. So body is healthy, high immunity. But something more is happening. And brain is coherent, it's also going to a deeper meditative state. A beginning state of meditation that it automatically goes into called alpha, which helps us to go into the deeper meditative states when we do the breath mindfulness meditation. The heart coherence to move ourselves into higher emotion helps us to be coherent in our body, so balance is restored into the body, more immunity is developed, and also that it is moving the brain into a meditative state, which will help us to go into the deeper states of meditation. So we're going to do heart elevation process every day for a few minutes, and then we do the breath mindfulness meditation for a long time. We express gratitude, and then our meditation ends. So let me tell you how to practice this heart elevation. Just from a little bit of understanding that a institute called Heart Math, HEARTMATH math.com, .org, I think, .org, heartmath.org, you can find this research that when heart is in good emotion, then brain and heart and brain become coherent. And as a result, body is very, very beautifully working. The effect is that increased immunity, intuition, performance, and more. And heart coherence is leading to brain coherence and moving the brain into alpha states, relaxation, fast learning states. It's a great meditative state. We're going to learn about these states tomorrow in a science talk, post meditation. But we are moving into automatically into a meditative state when you do this process where heart is coherent in the body by just simply going into high emotion, right? Now, the concept is that coherence means that individually we all are great, but then when we come together, then we can produce a lot more. The business concept that 1 + 1 is not 2, 1 + 1 is 3, 5, 10, 100, depending on how much we can come together and work. And same way, our brain has got various parts. Now, individually, they can work great, they come together, then they become very, very powerful. They all have to our experience is through various centers. And so if they all come together, work and fire at the same time, then we have the best experience possible. And so the coherence is required where various parts of the brain are working, and so the body, all of them are working together for to have a great experience. And so this heart coherence, and so a little bit more technical, the coherence of heart is achieved when the heart rate variability is uniform. Heart rate variability means the rate of variability of the heart. For example, if each of us have a specific number of heart rate, let's say I have 70, somebody has 60. Now the rate always varies. 70 to 75 it'll come down to 60, go up to 77, come down to 68, like that. It keeps varying. If the variability is random and erratic, not uniform, then generally what they've noticed is that it happens when somebody in general is in a lower emotion. like frustration, anxiety, stressful modes, then the variability of heart rate is not uniform. The graph above, you see it here, it's called incoherent heart rhythm pattern. When somebody is experiencing this negative or lower emotion, now think of it, and how much time we are generally are worried, projecting so much worry, and so then we are continuously on these modes. Okay, bulliedness, separateness, lag, frustration, anger, guilt. They're all emotions which are constantly keeping our heart rate variable to be erratic. And when heart rate is erratic, our brain and body are not coherent, and so then body is not out of homeostasis, knocked out of balance, and so then leads towards all kinds of illnesses. Meditation brings order. Meditation brings uniformity to the heart rate variability. And so what they found is the bottom graph, when you are in this appreciative mode, gratitude mode, love mode, compassion mode, kindness, when you are in any of these higher emotion, then generally the heart rate variability is great, uniform. And so the correlation is that if we can go into a good emotion, then automatically there's coherence in the body. And so a lot of stuff is going on for us, right? And we are correlating that from a meditation perspective to bring in, we move the brain into a meditative state called alpha. And so we use this technique before we do the real anapanasati, breath mindfulness meditation. All right, friends. And so the process of heart elevation is simple. You sit down on the floor or in a chair. Now, before I show this, let me just explain the breath mindfulness meditation process that we did yesterday. The process for breath mindfulness meditation is where we're emptying the mind and being that empty state. And welcome to those of you who are new today. You can go back and refer to yesterday's conversation as recording one to know more about it. But the process is very simple. Sitting in the chair or on the floor, as you see in the picture, and then feet crossed at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested, with your eyes closed. You're observing your normal natural breath, anywhere in the nose as a reference point, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows. You take a reference point and put your attention there with your eyes closed, and then observe that natural breath that is going in and coming out at that point. And observe the breath that is going through that point, going in and coming out. And slowly, slowly, our mind becomes empty of thought. As the mind is becoming empty, we start experiencing emptiness all around. We want to be in that state. At any given time, thoughts may come, and then thoughts will come. And thoughts come when you recognize you're thinking, you bring your attention back to the breath again. So start the process all over. Attention back to the breath again, slowly, slowly, slowly go into the empty states as the thoughts come down. And then you're experiencing emptiness. Emptiness is energy, a sensation. You experience it, witness it. But again, when thoughts come, bring your attention back to the breath. This is the core practice called breath mindfulness meditation. We learn this process and we're going to practice this again today. But before we do this process today, I'm saying that the posture slightly changes to do this heart elevation for a few minutes. And the posture there is simply this, where your hands instead in your lap, they come onto your heart. So you don't have to lock the fingers. You can put single hand or dual hand, one on the other, be very comfortable, and then keep your hands on your heart center, chest area. And then we're doing a few things here to bring into and go into high emotion. First thing we do is we take a slow, long, relaxing breath, a slow breath. When you take slow breaths, you're already bringing balance and order into your body. So take a slow, long, relaxing breath. So you're doing that. And you're with your eyes closed, you're resting your attention on your heart. You're starting with your resting your attention on your heart. And then you're taking a slow, long, relaxing breath. And so when you do that, because your attention on the heart, you're already connected to your heart center, you probably feel a little bit of energy, may not feel, depending on how sensitive you are. And then you start connecting and feeling your beat and rhythm of your heart, if you can. Some people do, some don't. It's okay. But put your attention on your heart, which we can do by closing your eyes. And then taking a slow breath, relaxing breath will make you sort of connect to that heart center. feel it, appreciate it. Something, it is making our life live so beautifully with its emotions. And so we do that for a couple of minutes. Then I say, bring up an experience from your past or your present where you are experiencing where you experience a lot of love, joy, kindness, compassion. If you're caring for somebody in a nonprofit or going to nearby homeless, and then you're caring for them, you felt so good. Bring up that experience and then relive it. You're playing with a child, you feel so good. Relive that experience. You went to nature with your friends, trekking. You loved it. Relive that experience. So just bring up that experience and relive that moment. And so then you're suddenly going into a good emotion. Emotions of love, joy, adventure, kindness, care, all of that, gratitude, appreciation. And do that for a few minutes. And then I will say a third thing is that make an intention and say, if you're feeling good, can you share that energy to somebody else in this planet? Maybe your family, maybe your community, maybe everybody on the planet, to help them also feel good, help them raise above their current state, whatever that is. Where you place your attention, where you place your energy, and so then automatically our the concept of energy is there, that automatically what you think is going to somebody else. We will know this more and more as we go along, but we say just make an intention. As a third step, I say make an intention to send that energy to everybody and everything. All you have to do is to think about them. That's all. And say, think about the whole world, think about the planet, think of people who are in conflict at war, and say, this energy is going to them to make them feel better, to make them grow, elevate themselves to see the real truth that, this is also temporary, that why am I fighting for it, right? So that's the third step we do. And so it's called heart elevation process. It all happens very quickly. There'll be guidance, dear friends. And so we can do it. It's fun to do, it's practicing, but it's very, very profound. In research, if we do this heart elevation process twice a day for 10 minutes each, then 60% immunity is increased just after a week. And a week of process twice a day, immunity is increased significantly just doing this heart elevation process. HeartMath has documented a lot of that. One can go and find the research. All right, friends. So I'd like us to go into this meditation process. We're doing heart elevation first, and then breath mindfulness meditation, and then we express gratitude and end our meditation. So relax yourself, sit comfortably, dear friends. Relax your body. Your eyes closed. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart. Feel the seat of all emotions. With that slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center, with your attention on your heart. Feel it, dear friends. Connect with it. The seat of all emotions, which is nurturing all life with its energies of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past or from your present where you felt enormous love, gratitude, compassion, or any of the higher emotions? Recollect an experience of higher emotion and relive that moment and feel that emotion. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to direct that energy onto everything and everybody on this planet Earth to help them heal, to help them see the truth that we are all interconnected. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Make that intention to send this energy to all things and everybody. The more you experience this energy of love, gratitude, compassion, the more coherent you become. Feel it, dear friends. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. And allow yourself to slowly become empty. When you observe your breath, the mind becomes empty. As the mind is becoming empty, you experience greater emptiness, the field of energy, the field of consciousness. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly become empty. As our mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the present moment. We develop mindfulness. And our body functions at its natural best. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness. As you empty your mind of thought, can you become aware of that emptiness and blackness, where there's no body, where there's no thing? All emptiness is energy. Allow yourself to merge into this field of energy, the field of emptiness, the quantum field, the quantum energy field of infinite possibilities. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that blackness, the more you receive from it. stay aware of this emptiness, that blackness inside of you, all around you. The more you stay connected to this emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more intuitive you become. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your divine self, your greater awareness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, the more connected you become. And friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Gratitude brings coherence. Can you express gratitude to your parents, to your teachers and mentors? Express gratitude to your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody in your life. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to everything we use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. Your gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe, the quantum field, for helping us experience this beautiful life. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoyed the session. We meditate for longer today, somewhere about maybe 38 minutes or so. That heart elevation process we tried first time, we're going to repeat this and we're going to get better at it. Some of you may be noticing that 35 minutes, 38 minutes goes fast. In order to really be empty and then be in that empty state, we need to give sufficient time. It takes a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to settle down. And before we even there, we just come out. And if we do very short meditations, that's great at different times of the day. But then we are here in this program trying to make this longer practice of meditation very, very a habit, and to reap the real benefits of healing, the transformation, fundamentally building that create awareness, present moment awareness. All of that come in when we spend sufficient amount of time in an empty state. Congratulate yourself for sitting through in another longer session. We're going to go slowly increase the duration, as I mentioned, to 45 minutes, and that'll be our time most of the days. On Sundays, we're going to do longer meditation. Sundays is only pre-meditation talk, and then we do longer meditations as a way to train ourselves to go longer. We also introduce a little bit additional process there. When we do the poll, I wanted to understand what any of our experiences are with respect to meditation. If you are new to meditation, you've been practicing with Buddhasi or otherwise, so I'd like to do a quick poll, Apurva, and then I've noticed Karthikeyan sir is there, so I'll introduce Karthikeyan sir, our mentor, former CBA director, Buddhasi Quantum Foundation mentor. Somebody has done a tremendous amount of work in the field of spirituality, of course, to Indian government. So Karthikeyan sir is here. We'll take his message right after this poll. Do the poll?
So we already answered.
Yes, please. What happened?
We already answered.
We'll launch the poll. Okay, so I don't
So-
see. Are others seeing the poll?
Yes, sir, they're answering the poll also, sir.
Yes, sir, we are seeing.
Sorry, what's
Yes.
going? I don't see anything.
Yes, sir, we are able to see it.
Apurva, tell me once you get to about 60% answered. I can't see, you have to.
Okay, sir.
This is simple poll. Understand that if you are new to meditation, Apurva, can you read out the questions 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes, sir.
Briefly. First one
Yes,
is
sir. The first question, have you attended one or more of the Buddha CEO 40 days or 21 days program? So 58% said yes, and 42% no.
no, wait. Still not complete, not yet complete.
Okay, sir.
I'm just asking the read out the questions for people.
Okay.
Second one.
Second one is, for how long have you been meditating regularly? And the third one is, what has been your biggest challenge in your meditation? And the fourth one is, what is your dominant activity of work?
Okay. So if you scroll up something, some people said, how do I see? If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see that third question, fourth question. Average 60%.
Yes, sir. I think 66% have answered. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can you then stop the poll, end the poll, and share the result on the screen?
Yes, sir. It's being shared. So are you able to view it?
That's okay. I'm not able to still see, but go ahead. Interesting.
Yes, sir. So for the first question, have you attended one or more of the programs? So 59% said yes, and 41% are the new participants who have not attended. And for how long have you been meditating regularly? So less than a 1 is a 35%, and less than 3 months is 8%. So, and more than a year is 36%. So I'm just
Wow.
going on.
Okay.
And what has been your biggest challenge in your meditation? So 36% said lack of regularity or consistency, and 31% thoughts and mental distractions. And rest are 2% and 6%. So
Yes.
pain, distractions, and others. Yep. And what is your dominant activity of work? So 54%, I work as an employee or volunteer. And 18%, I'm self-employment or entrepreneur or business owner.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So interesting. So we have in this program, as I was expecting or guessing, that we have many, many senior meditators, people who attend the program, which is great, which means we can do some advanced topics too. So 60% who attended it before of some nature of Buddhasya programs, wonderful. And as we always see, rightfully about 70% are employees, corporate or otherwise, and entrepreneurs, business owners. Gives us a good mix of what topics to cover during the rest of the 38 days. So thank you, dear friends, for taking time to share a little bit about what you do and then your meditation experience. Right. So this time, Damodarji will come back to you. But let me at this time, can I spotlight to Karthikeyan sir? Sir. Hi, Karthikeyan sir. Can you have your video on?
I think we don't see him, sir.
Yeah, the video is off. If Rakesh, if they maybe can give a call to Karthikeyan sir while video is off. Yes. So while we are waiting for sir, so anybody would like to share, please raise your hand of your meditation experience from today or before. Yes, Damodarji. And then Apurva or Koti, if one of you, can somebody give a call to Karthikeyan sir? You probably won't be able to do it.
I don't have, sir. Might be
Yeah,
Koti, sir.
yeah. Yes, Damodarji, please go ahead.
Sir, very good morning, sir. Really, manifestation took place. Actually, this program I only could came to know about yesterday night only, sir. But there was in my mind going on, I should talk to Chandraji, because I have completed. I'm entered in 17th month.
Okay.
And I attended Delhi program also, but on the I was in the Dr. Newton's program. So, sir, once again, gratitude and thanks. And I can only say, I am sitting with this posture. Earlier, my position was that I was not in a position to, and I'm sitting in this position, and as well as walking without stick. That is only a sir progress. But I say, always I remember gratitude and thanks. But sir, I would be regular in this program, the morning program, and then again say progressive because it is a continuous journey. So in the health portion, it is a quite progressive and more than satisfaction, sir. I am walking 10,000 steps daily without help of stick and any support.
Hello.
Thanks, sir.
Chandra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been there. I've been there from 6:45.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've seen you.
I could not get connectivity. I've been listening to you, seeing everything.
Yes, sir. Damodarji was sharing that how he now overcame a lot of physical challenges of walking with a stick and not being able to get up and all that.
Yes.
Sir, you have a second login somewhere? It's
No, that's what I'm trying to get it out.
yes. Damodarji would like you to share your full experience. Days. One of the days I was
Thanks
having.
to this Karthikeyan sir also. I was fortunate enough to see him twice or thrice in the program in Kalkaji and Suman Agarwal, the residence. Good morning, sir. So only I can say, sir, Chandra sir, it is my good luck. I came in contact with the Buddha CEO, and during that time I was in very, pitiable condition, like it caused, depression. I have come cross this, or as well as very, I can say that it requires, जैसे आप बताते हैं कि be with your breath, breath, what goes. तो मैंने अभी आपने जो भी बताया उस हिसाब से I continued, and really it works. I share with the new meditators who have so many questions, how कैसे क्या होगा. तो मैं यही बताना चाहूंगा for our new meditators we should continue. And sir, you are doing a marvelous job bringing light and positivity to the so many persons like me. Thanks, sir, and thanks once again, sir. Kindly bless me that I should continue. The only weakness is the early in the morning continuity ki, I have a little bit.
Yes.
But need your blessing. I should continue early in the morning in this group, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Awesome, Damodarji. We'll come back again. But wonderful. Yes, we'll see you in Delhi towards the end of this month, and so meet again. Yes, Apurvaji, please introduce Karthikeyan sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Padmashri D.R. Karthikeyan, President of Foundation for Peace, Harmony and Good Governance, is a retired Indian government civil services officer with a very illustrious career as a former director of the Central Bureau of Investigation, former Special Director General of CRPF, and Director General, National Human Rights Commission, among others. He was awarded the Padma Shri in the year 2010 for his contribution to the field of Indian civil services. Karthikeyan sir is one of the board of several non-profit and for-profit organizations as director, trustee, advisor, chairman, and more. He is closely associated with many spiritual organizations and the masters worldwide, including Art of Living, Isha Foundation, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, Ananda Sangha, Brahma Kumaris. He is fondly called as spiritual ambassador to the world. Karthikeyan sir is a regular practice of meditation and attributes a lot of holistic health benefits to meditation and advocates it to compassionately to everyone. He is the key inspiration to Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity to have you here. Over to you, sir.
Namaste. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to the meditators all over the world. I find today we have over 1,000 families joining the 40-day meditation, nature, over 600 families directly, and the equal number on YouTube. Congratulations to all of you for your wisdom, and you are fortunate to come across this. And many of you are, I think, reputators. Many are new. Well, the time has come for everyone, the whole world, to go on to meditation because, as we have discussed somewhere else, the only way of saving humanity from self-destruction. One is due to increasing all forms of virus, infections, diseases, for which we are not able to find any remedy. Another is the mind pollution, increasing violence, ego, jealousy, hatred in individuals, and disturbed families, violence in the society, and the leaders also getting inspired with violent thoughts of wanting to use all their weaponry against each other. Even today we see thousands, mostly women and children, being killed by every dictator, every leader telling that they are defending their own rights and territory. And the day is not far off, God forbidding, these fellows may use mass destructive weapons, unmindful that not only they will get killed, their own people will get killed, they'll destroy the whole world. That's a reality now, it's not just a imagination. On the other hand, also global warming, disturbing the nature. Glaciers melting very fast, seawater rising, threatening to submerge not only low-lying islands, but even flooding coastal cities. You have seen floods even in places like Dubai, New York, people using boats on the roads. So all this is showing the mindset of the man. And what is the remedy? We have seen the laws, courts, police, judgments, they have not been able to bring down this disaster. Unless the change in each individual realize what is right, what is wrong, to live a life of compassion, caring for each other, caring for environment. All this cannot be taught by the laws and courts. That's why meditation is only technology. It has to operate with each individual. And I have seen thousands and thousands of people transforming their lives by practicing meditation. Once they realize what is right and wrong, they do the right thing, they avoid doing the wrong things. They are able to get health of the body, mind, and spirit, harmony in the families, harmony in the society, caring for the environment. They know very well the welfare of the world depends upon the welfare of each individual, and we cannot live in isolation. How to care for oneself, how to lead a life of physical health, mental health, spiritual health, lead a life of harmony, society respecting the laws of nature, man-made laws, caring for the environment, creating a country with peace, harmony, and prosperity for everyone. And only such nations can bring about peace in the world, not the world conferences. They're all dramas now, we have seen ultimately. Each trying to prove the other wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you are doing by joining the meditation is you are actually helping the whole, you are healing the planet. Mother Earth is crying for relief. We have done enough damage. If you want to create your life for yourself and the family now, and create a world for your children, grandchildren, where they can have clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a peaceful world, we have to start meditation every day. All types of meditation I recommend. We are going to start a project now, appealing to the leaders all over the country, all over the world. I have already got messages from great masters like Sri Ravi Shankar ji. We are going to say the meditation has to be taught to everyone, right from the schools, every organization, everywhere. That's the only way, there's only technology we can. I am happy you are on the path now. Please take this 40 days meditation seriously and very sincerely, and practice it later on also. You will see an enormous benefit, because I have been seeing it right from the children, 9-year-old, 10-year-old children, to doctors with degrees A to Z. They all find this is the technology which can bring about health of the body, mind, and spirit, peace and harmony, and prosperity, improved efficiency in whatever you are doing, whether you're in corporate or your own business, and you will make a huge contribution to creating a world without war, a world with peace and prosperity and harmony. And I have seen Chandra last few years' time, starting with a passion for spreading meditation, being inspired by the great master, Brahmarshi Patriji. Anapanasati meditation is one of the simplest of all the meditation processes I have seen. And just be within yourself, that's all. Just for a few days of practice, then you can also become meditative also. When you find the time, you do meditation. But even otherwise, you will find for a period of time, your nature changes. You become meditative, become healthier. So please be regular for this 40-day meditation and follow the instructions. This is not only technology. See, Chandrasekhar, he does a lot of studies. Not only simply, he does a lot of studies scientifically, explaining everything. How the mind works, how the body works, what to think, what to eat, what not to eat. Everything is explaining very, very convincingly. And you will get enormous benefit learning. I congratulate Mr. Chandra, his lady wife, Vani, the wonderful team he has built up now over a period of time. They're all equally knowledgeable, dedicated people, and he has been able to travel. Just now he has completed his third whirlwind tour of America, and I'm happy to hear from him. There's enormous interest now. More and more people want to do it. That is the purpose of Brahmarshi Patriji, the founder of the PMC, Pyramid Society Meditation. He wanted to convert everyone all over the world into meditators. That's the only way of creating peace, harmony, and prosperity, not only to individuals and families, to the entire planet. All the very best. Thank you, Chandra. Wish you good luck. Continue your wonderful journey of imparting meditation and bringing peace, harmony, and prosperity to individuals, families, and to the entire planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthikeyan sir. We really are fortunate and happy that you could take time again in this program to and give your message today. Dear friends, Karthikeyan sir is a core inspiration for us, Pradasya Foundation, when we started in 2020. And one simple one invitation to him, and then Sir came into a session, a small simple session. That time a few dozens of people were there, and then with his writing to many people and then introduces to many people, the foundation is able to do much work only because of his energy and then his visionary thought about this going to many more people. So we're always grateful. And more importantly, Karthikeyan sir is taking this to governments, into many, many organizations actively advocating for meditation. So deeply respect for that. He's written a beautiful newsletter, which called Meditation is Miraculous. So we'll circulate the PDF, which contains messages from many, many world masters and then business leaders and government officials, very, very senior people, about what they say about meditation. So we'll circulate that. So doing tremendous amount of work in this area. So thank you, Karthikeyan sir, for joining and continue to guide us in this process. Okay, dear friends, we will continue to hear messages from Karthikeyan sir and other leaders who are actively advocating the message that meditation is going to bring in real transformation, and so then the planet is protected automatically. There are many, many benefits of meditation that we will learn. Friendship with the planet is a fundamental attitude that we all will develop automatically. Friendship with ourselves will develop, something that's always missing for many. Self-love, taking care of ourselves. That's the first thing that's going to happen. Friendship with everybody will happen. Friendship with animals will happen. Friendship with the planet will happen. And then friendship with the field to become that energy-minded will happen. So thank you. We will continue to be on this journey. Apurva, any announcements?
Yes, sir. So friends, we'll be sharing the self-assessment form 1 today in the respective WhatsApp groups. So please take a few minutes of time to fill that form, to just do a self-check and understanding, so where you stand right now. And later we'll be having 2 more in the 3rd week and 5th week to check your progress, how meditation is helping you. So friends, those who have not joined the WhatsApp group, please check your emails, your registered email ID. So you'll be receiving a confirmation email with the WhatsApp group links. So please join so that you'll get all the details going forward in your WhatsApp group. And also you'll be getting an opportunity to interact with your facilitators and clarify your doubts. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. We wanted to introduce facilitators we couldn't do today. So we must do this tomorrow. Now that many people have left, we'll do it tomorrow. Right, friends? So thank you so much for joining. And like I mentioned yesterday, we will be here after this formal closure, officially end the session here. I will continue for any sharing or questions that people want to have and engage. So you can stay back. Otherwise, thank you much. And then we'll see you at 6 a.m. tomorrow again. So thank you.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the
Anybody would like to share, you can raise your hand or ask a question. Yes, Rajni.
Atamvandan Chandra sir. Firstly, today's session was really a bliss. At one moment, I was in one area of the world, and one moment in the another area. And for one moment, I saw Brahmarshi Patriji was playing with his flute, and at one moment, Mahavatar Babaji, he was sitting on a rock, and I was standing very down, and I raised my hands to help him to uplift me to the rock. And when we was doing heart elevation, when you was talking, I started at that time the heart elevation, because I'm following the Heart Math Institute from last many years, and I was sending healing energy to all the near and dear ones, and I was felt fully connected. Purple, green, all rainbow shades, colors. I was just like, I was melting, and it was really a bliss.
Wonderful.
And I'm well able to listen my heart, and at one moment I was feeling that my heart, it was just like a butterfly, and it was flying. It was flying like a butterfly. I was as light as well. Even in today morning at till 5:45 for 50 a.m. I had lot of aches due to lupus. I had lupus 2 years ago. I diagnosed it with, and sometimes I feel very fatigued in mornings when I wake up, because I took very less sleep. Very few hours sleep I took. I don't have long sleeps, never. Only 4 hours sleep or 5 hours sleep I have. And sometimes
Rajniji, make it short and brief. Many people are there.
Okay, sorry, sir, sorry. And I am elevating myself. I am well able to align myself with my core, and I think that the message my soul is giving me, that I can heal without any medications, with the help of meditation. It is received, sir. I have no need of any medication. Only meditation is enough.
Yes, please continue this 40 days regularly.
Yes.
And then, yes, much healing can happen. Thank you, Mr. Dasharath.
Sir, very good morning, sir. I'm Dr. Dashrath, sir, from RDT Hospital. I'm the neonatologist.
Wait. Please unmute yourself.
Sir.
Yes, please go ahead, Dashrath.
Very good morning, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Sir, I'm Dr. Dashrath, sir, working as a neonatologist and pediatric neurologist at the Trust Hospital, sir, a Rural Development Trust in Anantapur district. I'm very happy and fortunate enough to come in contact with the Buddha CEO, sir. Actually, from my childhood, I used to practice meditation because of my school practices. They used to make us meditate every day, at least for 15 to 20 minutes. That's how my first experience with meditation. So I used to visualize Goddess Saraswati every time. And somehow, I don't know, I used to pray by two words, two phrases for the God. Like, I am sorry if I've done any mistakes. Please forgive me. Those two things I used to continually chant in my mind, even while walking, while eating, like that, since my childhood. And so many times, my friends will used to ask me how you are getting the clarity of thought when choosing two things. Like simple example, after 10th class, everybody expected me to take MPC side, uh, as I got 100 marks in maths. But I have that clarity that I should go to BPC and I should become a doctor. So everyone got that like a surprise. But I have that clarity that I should go to that side. And even after entering into intermediate, in the first attempt only, I have to get MBBS seat in Usmania Medical College. And I promised my father, and I got into the medical
All of
college.
this is happening through meditation?
Yes, I retrospectively, I felt all those things were due to meditation only. But at that point of time, I didn't realize uh, that clarity in mind and realization manifestations were due to what. But retrospectively, I am getting to know that all those things were due to meditation.
Very good to meet you, Dasratji. And
Yes.
where is Vishu? Vishwanath is doing
Vishwanath is my
amazing.
friend, sir. Yes, sir, sir.
Yes, he's doing amazing work. And then so he
True,
told
true,
me that you
sir.
are joining. And
Hi, Vishwanath.
good. So we'll be happy to let's do this program here.
Yes, sir, yes,
And
sir.
as we go along, then we'll introduce this in a large scale into your hospital in your area. That's what
Yeah,
Namaste,
sure.
Chandra sir.
Yes, namaste.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So, even I want to share one more experience. My son Nikit, so he started doing meditation, so without even informing. So after the Sedona retreat, so really grateful to you. So he's doing every day like 30 minutes in the night. So which is really tremendous, improvement.
Where is
I'm
he?
so
Is he there
glad.
with you? Is he there with you?
He's in the, he's just doing some homework. Yeah, he's here.
How old is he?
He's like 9 years.
9 years. Okay, so he's probably even younger now. Okay, we must have him come and speak. So he's meditating now. Great.
He's meditating, yeah. Without even telling, he's just doing the meditation in the, everyday night time, like 30 minutes. He said, I want to do the meditation. Whenever he feels some headache, he said, I want to do the meditation. So I'm so happy, sir. Thank you so much.
That's what happens when parents bring children into these meditative programs. They may not actively be there. They appear that way, but they're all absorbing everything. And so here, a 9-year-old just automatically taking to meditation. Isn't it amazing? That's great. Thank you for introducing Vishwanath to Dashath Garu. Okay.
Sure, sir. Definitely,
I should be grateful.
he will do so many services. Basically, he is a kind of service guy right from childhood. He will definitely add value to the Buddha CEO.
Thank you, Vishnu.
Definitely adds value to the cause of meditation.
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I came across this Ho'oponopono, sir. Did you listen, sir? Ho'oponopono is a Hawaii method of cleaning the mind.
Yeah.
So there, the four powerful chants they use is "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." So the main purpose is the logic. What they tell is by chanting these powerful lines, you will be cleaning the mind continuously, so that your memories will be clean, and you will become zero, where you will receive the divine inspiration. So then I got the clarity. So previously I used to chant, "I'm sorry, please forgive me," continuously throughout my childhood. Maybe that's the reason my memories are getting cleared and I'm getting the divine inspiration within me to achieve all these things.
Yes, they call affirmations.
Yes,
Affirmations work great. We'll learn about them as we go along. Okay.
yes, sir.
No, I'm sorry. Other than that, everything else is good. Okay. That part is not right from the technique.
Which one, sir?
I am
I'm
sorry is
sorry.
not right. Everything else is right from the technique.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. We don't have to be in the state of sorriness because we create it when we say it. What we say is what we create. So we need to be careful. All right.
Okay, sir.
But otherwise it's great. Great technique, but affirmations work great. And so we will understand that. Thank you. So forgiving and then seeking forgiveness to become light in our heart is always wonderful, right? But extending gratitude is even more beautiful. Extending gratitude is a positive emotion. So then we are
Yes.
elevating ourselves and then spreading that emotion and energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So anybody else? Anybody else would like to share, ask a question? Do you have here 38 people? Srinivas Garu, where are you from?
Yeah, I was born in Hyderabad, and then I used to live in Ashok Nagar in Hyderabad with my parents, and
Now where do you
I
live?
did my what is it?
Now where do you live?
Oh, I live in Chicago. So
Okay.
I did my MBBS from Osmania Medical College. I did my residency in internal medicine in Chicago. So I'm practicing in Chicago.
I see. Practicing doctor in Chicago. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of patients have all kinds of problems, and everybody is stressed out. So that's a common problem for everybody. So the meditation, I think, will help everybody, if they can practice along with taking the medications, so it will be wonderful. So first of all, I have to learn how to do it properly and then practice regularly. So maybe I can help some of the people I take care of. So that's
Yes,
why
sir.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I think that's there is a need to improve the health because a lot of medical problems, stress for everybody, and they take too many medications. Everybody wants to take medicine for everything, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a lot of them are stress related. So hopefully I can learn and help other people.
Yes, sir. So that's great. Thank you for joining. This is, by now you probably noticed it. The technique is so simple that you can easily advise any person of any condition can easily be advised, and they see the benefit. We have from Patriji, we have this concept. If you know ABC, while we learn DEF, we teach ABC. Because we don't have to become the expert and learn all the way till Z before we teach. And so Patriji always encouraged that the moment we learn this simple technique, and then if we are seeing many people, for example, you heard Damodarji, who was not able to walk. He was taking help of people. When he sits down, he has to get up, need people to help him. And then he has to use a stick, otherwise he's not losing the balance. Now, with a sincere practice, where he was going into the depression, now changed, and then he's now removed the stick. No stick is not necessary. He's traveling again by himself, walking, sitting down, getting up. Meditation is helping, seriously. Many that we have seen. And so we ask that everybody here to introduce this simple practice. Close your eyes, observe the breath, even from today, because we know it. And just closing eyes, observing the breath. Forget about any other posture, but if you just do that, they already are bringing in a lot of benefit, and then health is the first thing to happen. So we can just readily introduce it to anyone to say, observe the breath, close your eyes. That ABC that we learn now, we can just start off where you feel that somebody really needs that help. So that can be given while we continue to learn the next part of it. So thank you for joining. I'm sure it will be great to have this given.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know it. I was reading a report that nearly 80% of medical care is going towards treating chronic illnesses, and which means they do not have treatment. And so 80% of the system, the medical care system, is all treating chronic illness patients, while there is no real treatment for that. And only 20% are really require the care. But then there's 80% going to the medical system, so it puts a lot of pressure on the whole system. And so then everything is exorbitantly high. You know, you seek an appointment, you wait for months because then there's no appointment available. And so those who really need are not getting the care, while you know the chronic illnesses that can easily be supported through meditation practice. Easily. So if meditation to be taken, then suddenly all of this medical care can easily take care of those who are really in need. And a lot more good can happen. So thank you for joining. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So basically, I think people are used to like taking medication, not like doing the lifestyle change, like exercise, diet, and so maybe the system has to be changed. Like, so it has to start somewhere. So maybe we.
It requires an inner change. Meditation works because it requires an inner change. Like Atkins is saying, unless somebody changes from inside, meditation brings that self-accountability and responsibility to individuals. It brings awareness to say, hey, my thoughts change and then my reality changes. And so then they start having a greater dialogue with the body and they start shifting their attention. And of course, they no longer worry because worry creates worries. And so they become aware. So stop thinking about worries. And so then automatically the stress is gone. And so then body comes back into the greater health. So everything is just a continuous feedback loop. That become the key is to bring awareness into what am I thinking about me. It has to do with the mindset shift and awareness, and both are necessary. The right knowledge is necessary, and then awareness is necessary to apply the knowledge. And both are brought plentifully through meditation, this practice. So we will please stay on, and we have a lot to share during this next 40 to 38 days to know more about this whole science of meditation.
Thank you.
Thank you. I saw a very interesting here. Number one, Bruce Lee, and then number two, you got something interesting in the background. What is that going on, Rajana Patel?
Namaste, Chandra
Change your
sir.
name to Bruce Lee.
That is my husband. He has our Gmail as Bruce Lee.
Okay. So what do you got in the background?
I like this quote, like, you know, what am I feeling? How strong is this feeling? So just about feeling. So always feeling great. Always questioning myself about my feelings. And every time I get the answer, because of this meditation, I just feel awesome. All the time, I'm just miraculous every day. I'm happy. Every situation makes me happy. And also, I just want to mention one thing that my husband Rajesh, he said that one day workshop helped him. He used to have this when he would climb the stairs or any of those things, when he would walk, like, you know, fast and all, he would be breathing hard. Doing that one day workshop, that breathing, he can breathe now normally. He can walk. We had gone to Japan and we climbed 100 steps, and he was not out of breath at all. And that he attributes to the miraculous of meditation. Just one day of workshop did that to him. So he's very, very, very grateful.
Wow, that's very nice to know. I know
Yes.
he was there whole day practicing that workshop, yes.
So what can one day do? So he's doing the meditation, but he's just started, and he did the meditation and he left. But he has started the meditation.
Sure. Wonderful to know. How is the Japan trip? So you all came back. I know
Yes.
it means you also gone back. Yeah.
Yes, I went to India also, Japan and then India.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I just came back on the 20, what was it, last Monday, well, this Monday morning, last Monday, came back. It was beautiful, beautiful. Everything was, even in Japan, we did some meditation, just a few minutes, but whatever it could, we could.
That's
It's beautiful.
Thank
Meditations,
you.
I would just say to everybody that meditation is miraculous. Please continue. I'm very, very,
Oh.
very, very grateful. Thank you, Chandra sir, and thank you, Vani ma'am.
You and Meenaji on one of the days, and Ramesh, please have Meenaji and Ranjanaji to be there on one Tuesday to share their experience of meditation, as well as, of course, Japan is a country of Zen. Dhyan became Zen when Buddha went there. Dhyan, Chan, Zen. And so they've been still there. So we'd like to know from them some things around Zen or whatever that you have gone and then looked at some of those places in addition to your meditation experience one of the days in the 40-day program. Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
friends. Okay, friends. So thank you so much. And thank you, facilitators. So, we couldn't do your intros, but we'll do them tomorrow and day after. Okay. So thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of the day. So we'll see you tomorrow.
You are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world.